Good day, good day, good day. What we're going to do today, we're going to mess around with Claude Code and we're going to mess around with Factory because, the skills and all that stuff that's going on, it's not necessarily about Claude Code. Other AIs can do the same. And so I would say let's play around. Um, let's see. So a couple of people were doing these videos with Remotion, and everybody was like, oh, so cool, so nice. So that's what we're going to be doing today. I did it yesterday already with Claude Code, created a little video, and it went absolutely smooth. And now I'm thinking it might be cool if we can add some narration to it, right? You have a video and then speaking. That would be cool. So let's see if we can do that, because 11 Labs does have an MCP, and we can probably integrate it, and then we can create videos and have some sound or sound effects or voiceover. That would be really cool. So let me get my screen ready for all of you. I hope you guys are doing well. I'm doing all right. I'm doing all right. But it's fun to mess around. And I'm on the $20 Claude tier. And you can use Claude Code. If you're using Claude, you can use Claude Code with any subscription. So you can just download it and play around with it, right? If you're using Claude anyways and you're paying 20 bucks, then why not just try it out? It's super simple to do. And I would recommend that you just use, you don't have to. Some of you are using it in the browser, right? You can even use Claude Code in the browser. That would be the easiest probably for most of you, especially, if you just want to try it out. Okay, so let's head over here. Now I got a key and stuff. So what I have to do now, so this is VS Code, and I have Factory AI integrated into VS Code. You can use Factory AI also in the browser. You do not need VS Code. That's just for the ones that are really serious about coding, and some devs don't like VS Code. So it's just up to you. I like it a lot. I can integrate all kinds of CLI tools, all kinds of integrations. I can do a lot with VS Code. But, if you're not crazy like me, you might not need it, and then you would just use the browser to play around with it and do stuff. And then you can just probably spin up a, what do you call it? A Chrome extension or so, right? I probably have one, and then you can just, use it through that. So the goal is the following. So this is VS Code, and here we have Claude Code. And this terminal is called hyper.is. Now, just a side note, if you guys want to set Claude Code up, I have a YouTube video. You guys can check it out and then just follow along. So let me see here. Nope. Is that the right? So right here, how to set up Claude Code. It's explained in 3 minutes or so. 4 minutes and 39 seconds. So that's how you guys can set it up, but it's really not hard. But many of you just like to have something visual, so that would be for you. So now what I was asking, trying to figure out if Claude has access to the 11 Labs MCP, but it doesn't. So what I'm going to have to do is, it's telling me that I have to add it in settings. I don't know if it's going to run all the commands for me, because if you use an MCP, you are going to have to set it up. And I'm not sure if Claude would do it for me. I'm on the $20. I just don't want to go too far because then I'm going to, using MCP is not that cheap, right? Because it's not a call. It's, it's like a API wrapper, and then, the AI has to take care of everything. So let's see, how are we going to do that? So the first step that I did, let me show you guys how I started off, because I already did it. I just wanted to play around. So the first thing that I did, I'm here, GitHub, oops, on the Remotion repo. And here you have a file here called Claude MD. Oh, I didn't get it from here. I'm so sorry. I went somewhere else. Where did I grab it? Because that was easier. I'll tell you guys where. Skills.sh. And this seems to be a library of all kinds of files that you can use to teach your AI, or just to make it easier for your AI, right? You can just give it that file and then it'll know. So basically what a skill is I think it's the same as cursor rules. It's basically just a file that explains that specific skill, and then it can always grab that document, right? Because you only have to do it once, and then you can just save it on your computer, and then every time you need it, you just bring it over, and then Claude or whatever other agent you're using can read it, and it's just a document that you save based, and all the skills are in there, and then you just don't have to keep reteaching it. It'll just know because it has that file. In a nutshell, just want to keep it easy. So it's nothing wild. It's basically just a file. And here you have a complete library of all kinds of skills. And you have the Remotion one too. And this is where I grabbed it. Let's see if I can find it. There are all kinds of skills here. Copywriting, SEO audit. There are all kinds of. Expo. Expo is to build mobile apps. For everybody that doesn't want to use Vibe Code app, you can use Expo. We could maybe we'll build a mobile app together. Why not? I haven't in a long time. The last one was with Alisher. We built a Flutter mental health mobile app. That was kind of fun. But I'm not necessarily a mobile app builder. I'm just not a fan putting this stuff in the stores and then paying fees. Why should I? I don't understand why I have to pay a third-party fees to host my app. I still can't wrap my head around that. And yeah, they're like, oh, security issues. Yeah, but my web app is secure too. It's like, we're on the web all day. I mean, yeah, I don't need it. I know it looks good, but you can do a lot with web apps and make them mobile friendly. It works too. Mermaid diagrams and all kinds of stuff. Some of these are just like, I don't know how useful they are. You have to figure that out for yourself. But at least we have a library where people are just sharing their stuff, and that's kind of cool. So you can just enter here, Remotion, type it in, there you go. So this is it, and basically, I just I did grab it. I think I did go to. So for Factory AI, I just grabbed this. I fed it to it, and it did the thing. For Claude, what did I do here? I just placed that skill, you see, the skill into the folder. That's what I did. And then it can just go in there and scan and read, which it already did. So that's basically it. It's a file, and then you can just place it into your project or wherever and just tell Claude to go read. That is the skill you want to implement, and then it'll know. And that's basically what I did here. What did I say? What did I do? I want to make a video with awesome animations and smooth transitions. Here are the skills, and then I basically just gave it the link. I can see you're adding. I think I placed it. I'm not sure if I just gave it this link or not. I'm not sure. But either way, it can do stuff for you, right? So it's not a chat bot. It can actually go out into the world and do something. It can do a web search. It can read something, you know, go on a URL. And in this case, it just grabbed it itself and placed it there. Basically, these agents can do everything from start to finish. It could even now probably go and grab images and just put it all, the video together. You know, it could do all of that. Your instructions and direction. There are a lot of image libraries out there, and there are image generators out there, and you can basically give Claude all these capabilities, and then Claude can do it for you. And then you don't have to do anything. You can just say, hey, make me a video for today, right? Because you taught it once, you taught it your style, your way, you know, you just packaged it nicely, fed it to Claude, and then it could do it over and over and over again. And then we should be playing with the Ralph Wiggum loop too. It's basically a protocol that just keeps trying to do the thing, and it will not stop until it succeeded. That's basically in a nutshell what Ralph Wiggum is, and that's why, so you can run longer tasks, but they're intelligent tasks because it keeps repeating, right? If it messes up, it tries to fix it. I would love to know if it can self-learn in that loop, right? If it can learn from its mistakes and do better. I need to look into that. But that's basically the two things everybody's raving about, right? And some people are like, oh my gosh, I can just go to bed and then, you know, leave my computer on, and Ralph Wiggum will just, you know, do all the 50,000 features that will implement all of the features that I gave it. And then when you get up, your project is done. So if you have a project, you can try it out. It's going to time out after 5 hours. I mean, Anthropic is of course not going to let people do it 24/7. So I understand it somewhat, but I don't want anyone to be in charge of the way I work. If I want to work in the middle of the night, I don't want any company telling me that I'm not allowed. I'm doing the live. How's it going?
Oh, sorry.
So Pablo, be quiet, dude. So anyways, those are the two things that everybody's going crazy about. And one is just to have a nice autonomous task running until it's working. That's Ralph Wiggum. And then skills is just, you know, giving your AI instructions, and they can just be saved, and you can use them over and over and over again. So you're basically saving yourself time. And I know a lot of people are like, oh, this is AGI. No, it's fake, right? Because we have to give all the skills, right? And it can do it then. But real AGI would be an AI that does all of that by itself without any human intervention. Because what many of you forget, and everybody talks about AGI is human level intelligence, okay? It doesn't need us anymore. And you might say, but it needs us to teach it. No, No, no. It's teaching a skill. Let's put it this way. It it should be able to go out into the world and just do it itself. Find it, figure it out, put it together, make it happen. I'm not, of course, teach a kid to drive. Yeah, it's kind of hard. I need to sit down and think about that for a second so that I can explain it better in very, very simple terms. But we're not hitting AGI yet. We're just not there. Maybe one day, but Claude Code is not AGI. And it does mess up, right? So, and it's not, yeah, and everybody says we humans make mistakes too, but having this human level intelligence would not, I mean, which crazy person will just delete everything? Like, seriously, you know, really easy things and it just goes crazy and does weird stuff. It's, yeah. But we definitely have AI systems that can do a lot of our work, which is cool, right? So, it can take over a couple of tasks. It might take longer than you, and it might cost more than if you would just do it. But hey, it can do it. So I wonder, since we have all these constraints, and it's all about how much money you pay, I don't see, this is not the world that I imagine. This is not the AGI world. It just doesn't feel good at all, because we can't have only the elite have access to powerful AI. But this is what's happening right now, and it's not good. It's not good at all. So everybody that thinks that AI is going to save the world, not under these circumstances. Not having a centralized body be in complete control, right? That's not going to happen. We're not going to get to any promised land if we don't clear that stuff up, if we don't fix all of those things. So Anthropic cannot have monopoly status, not even OpenAI can't have it, Google can't have it. This is not, right? That's why we have to, with all our strength, support and back open source. This is something that a lot of people just don't understand. And I know I keep repeating myself, but people just look at the surface. They don't understand what's under it. And I just want to inspire you and motivate you to look under, right? Don't follow the hype here on this platform. It's just, it makes me nauseous sometimes. And then these posts get millions of impressions. These people make tons of money with their nonsense statements and stuff that they put out there. And it's just, and on the other hand, you have people that are being deleted and nobody knows why. But these grifters can just keep grifting, right? So no, we don't, this is not the AGI world that everybody's talking about. This is power grabbing, wanting to control, and you got to pay to play. So anyways, back to and I would never get a $200 Claude subscription, never. I'm not going to support that. I'm just not going to do it. I would rather use 50 open source tools before, I do that. It's just not happening. But all the rich people, go ahead and do your thing. They're all going to be on Claude, and they're going to love it, and they're going to enjoy it, and they're just going to be super happy. And it's like, yeah. That's why I'm showing you guys that you can do the same thing with other tools too. It's not a Claude Code agnostic thing. So what I need to do if I wanted to use, so Claude learned the skills on how to make a video. Droid did the same. I love this. This looks good. This looks simple, but this has a little bit, I don't know, it has a little bit more grippiness to it. VS Code does use up a lot of resources because it's a powerful IDE. So I spun up this terminal here, because if I wanted to use these sub agents, that's going to be using a lot of resources. So I just thought it might be better to just not use VS Code for this, because every time I use Droid, it gets glitchy sometimes. It's just over, it's just going crazy. That's just what it is. Sometimes I just wish I had a more powerful computer. That would be really cool. But anyway, so I did the same here, right? So, and it did it all by itself. I just told it, listen. I found integrating it with the Droid was better than with Claude. I don't know why. Maybe just because I'm used to it, or I like it. I'm biased. I don't know. I'm not much of a fan when it comes to Anthropic. I don't know why. Well, I do know why, but I don't want to say it. So really, I'm not really a fan. I'm not saying that they're not doing important work, but it's not like, oh, Anthropic is my #1 company. No, not. But they do good stuff. They really do cool, awesome stuff. But I'm not an Anthropic groupie. Okay, so we can go through the prompting here. What was first thing I did was create a folder, of course, open the folder in VS Code. And then I said, listen, Linda. No, I did not say that. But I said, listen up. Can you create a custom droid for me? And it's like, yeah, I can do it. I've created a custom droid for you. This is a great way to save specialized instructions and behaviors. So all your, if you using certain things over and over again and you don't want to keep teaching it, then, well, there you go. And it generated it for me, the droid, which sits in here. It's the video editor, and it is a markdown file, right? The video editor here has the instructions, and there you go. Core principles, it's really not a lot. Sequencing, asset handling, composition management, frame-driven animation. So that is what it learned. Or that's what it knows now. Created a folder, created a definition file, and that's the markdown file. How to use it? You can now ask me to use the sub-agent. See, sub-agent? It's not a Claude thing. It's a AI thing. So I use this sub-agent for specific tasks. For example, Droid to refactor this file. Yeah, okay, create it. You could then say, well, I want my Next.js specialist, which you don't need. I want my I want Shatsian specialist, right? If you a certain library, and then you can just, create your little specialized agent, and then it'll help the main agent with all the work, or with that sub part of the work. You can create more droids by adding MD files to that same factory droids folder. The file format is simple. Your droid name, what it does, and what model. Now, and this is really cool because, and then tools, right? Read, edit, execute. I can use different AIs with factory AI. I even have access to a open source model, which is GLM. And Claude Code, you can only use Claude models. You see the vendor lock-in. So then what you can also do, you can connect MCPs. Now, I was thinking, as I said at the beginning, to maybe add some narration or so. So I would say, let's figure out how to get this MCP up and running. I've never done it. This was the first time. I've used MCPs in the past, but I haven't used it locally yet. So you can run MCPs locally, and we are going to we're going to install the 11 Labs MCP. So let's do that. So how you do it, I don't know. We'll figure it out. I already opened a couple of things, had a read, and then, because it would be cool, right, to have it speak. You have a video and then you have speaking. Real time. Looking at something else. I just got to close these windows, friends. I'm sorry. I got to get out of here. Oh, and then I have a thing or two to say about something new that I found, and I'm already like, it's so crappy. I'm already like, don't use it. Okay. So 11 Labs, if you want to use their MCP, you definitely need to get a API key. Without it, you're not going to be able to use it because that's your identifier, right? Then it's credited towards your account. I mean, you know, you need tokens and you need credits, and all of this costs money. But 11 Labs is really cool because they have a very generous free tier. So you get 5,000 credits to create voices. I don't think you can use it for everything, but you can generate a voice, right? Text to speech, you can definitely do. So they're saying you can set it up in 5 minutes here. Sign up for an 11 Labs account. Perfect. I already have one. Generate your API key. Perfect. Already have one. Clone the official MCP server repo. When you read repo, that means GitHub. Well, I think in 99% of the cases, there are probably other places where you can store your repositories. Okay, so let's head over to that. 11 Labs MCP. Did I fork it? I think, yeah, I forked it. Okay. So then what I'm going to do, I'm going to open it. And then I have to, whatever, we'll see what I have to do. And this is what I love about, you know, about GitHub and VS Code. Everything's like so nicely integrated. This is really cool. So I don't have to do any of this manually. Happens automatically. I can clone a repo and then open it up in VS Code. You see how nice that's, you know, that flow is? That's why I love VS Code. But it does use up a lot of resources. So now what I'm going to do here, of course, and this is also cool, I can spin up probably another instance without it getting mad. So the way you do the sub-agent thing, I think I can do that here too, and it's just so cool. Factory AI is the bomb. So CG, let me see, because I'm gonna tell the droid to do it now. Perfect. So I can use this also, as I can spin up as many instances as I want, as long as my computer can handle it. I need to use this MCP. What can I do? I have a API key. So don't tell me to do that. So let's see what happens. I'm drinking Coke today. I tell you, today is the day where I need sugar. Carbs already, you know, transform into sugar, or what's the proper word? Transform. But broken down into sugars. So you shouldn't be doing sugar at all. But I you know, you should not be doing that. And it's also fake sugar, actually, right? Refined sugar is kind of fake. Sometimes it gets a little bit weird. It forgets to install dependency. Oh, it's doing it. Okay, I was about to say something, but we're not gonna say it because it's doing it. Oh, do I have to put my MCP? My ENB in here? Okay. MCP base path would be my desktop. 11 Labs API residency. Optional data resident. Yeah, I don't care. Yeah. 11 Labs files, resources, or both. it says files, so that's taken care of. So as soon as well, I already know where it's located. I have to put my path because that's the path that then Claude can also pick up, I'm guessing. So all I have to do is put my API key here. Don't freak out. I am going to show you guys. I'm going to delete it anyways after my credit card is not being hit. So I don't really care, but I'm definitely going to delete it after the show. So don't go crazy now. Like, oh my gosh, she showed her API key. I'm doing it consciously. Okay. I'm doing it consciously. It's just the darn 11 Labs API key. Okay, so I got it in there, so we're good to go there. That's your unique identifier. Please never share or show your API keys, okay? They're connected to your account and you don't want any malicious, okay? But here in this case, I'm on a free account. 11 Labs doesn't care because 10K and then we're done. And then the API key is not going to work anyways because I don't have a credit card attached to it. So no one's going to be paying. You got the free credits. So if someone were to take this key, it'll only work for a couple of tokens. And that would be so stupid for the person taking this key because you can just go sign up to 11 Labs and you got 10K yourself. You don't have to use my key. So there's that. Yeah, I want you to install the package. Yeah, that's what I want you to do. Don't ask. And so funny. Okay, so I'm just telling, hey, do it. Tell me the path. And then, I mean, I know the path, but I need that link so that I can then share it with the other agents. Oh my gosh. Is my mic good? Oh my gosh. I cannot believe it. I just can't believe it. The text message that I got now, I just can't believe it. Oh my gosh, shut up. So that's what that person is going to get. Can't believe it. Making fun of me. I can't. So I got to change the mic, but that's not why I got I am so sorry I got the really awful mic. I hope this is better. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. How are you able to speak continuously by yourself? I like to talk to myself. You know, I got angels all around me, so I'm not alone. BB. Thanks so much. Thanks so much. Someone was making fun of, wait until I see that person. Wait until I see that person that texted me right now. Wait until I see that person. I hope I see that person in person at some point so that I can just go, cha, a little slap. Exactly. Okay, so let's see. My dog is being a little bit weird. So let's see. I can't believe it. I still have to laugh about this text message. How can someone freak you out like that? The person is not even in the room with you, and you're like, I can't believe it. Can't believe it. Okay, so. Jimmy, what's Pablo doing? Why is he sleeping? So, okay. I would beat him up. Okay, so this is remotion. Now we have to. I don't. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. um, I hate the sound. I wish I could turn it off. It's new. So when the agent is done and it goes doot doot, it's so annoying. But it kind of reminds me when I do 50,000 things. Yeah, I have 11 Labs API key. I just said 11 because I was lazy. I got to change that over here. Oh no, it's right there. There, it's correct. 11 Labs API key. It's correct there too. 11 Labs. Me being lazy. It's correct there too. Okay, perfect. So let's see. Let's see what we got. I've created, okay. That's not where I was. Yeah, it can get slightly confusing if you got 50,000 windows open. So I don't even understand how some people have 50 subagents running. I would go crazy. I don't think we can multitask. We do it anyways. But just imagine your brain was that scattered. You got 50 instances open. Just imagine 10. And you have to focus on all 10 of them. That's just too much. That's too much, too much. So I need to add path here. So I'll figure that out in a second. Let me, okay, since you mentioned you have, okay, you should put it in the ENV section. Yeah, I did. I did. What is the path? I need to place, I want to see if it can do it, that into the ENV also. MCP path. So let's see. And then the next step is going to be making the video. You good? These Chihuahuas are so sensitive. And it's no fun. Don't get a Chihuahua. Unless you love sensitive dogs that yap all day. Then get a Chihuahua. And they sometimes bite. As what these dogs do. So if you're fine with all of that, then get a Chihuahua. If you're not fine with all of that, never get a Chihuahua. If you have children in the house, small kids, do not get a Chihuahua. Don't do it. Don't do it. Okay, here's the path. Perfect. Boom. We're going to grab that. So, and feed it here. What is this? How do I do that? I'm going to tell it, can you put it, can you put the path into the ENV? I was about to say thanks. Yeah, these dogs are super sensitive. It's awful. You see how he's growling at me? I can't even touch him without, and he's sitting on my lap. I'm the boss, but he's like, did you hear that? Did you guys hear that? Oh my gosh. I feed you, dude. I'm the boss, not you. Did it place it? Come on, do it. It did another ENV. Why? Huh? That's not where it is. Well, I got to get rid of this example anyways. It's not right. Let's delete the example one. I wonder why it just sets the base path. I do not need. Well, this is allowing me to learn. That I always go back and forth with the AI. You know, if I don't understand something, I'm like, clarify, please. What are you doing? Why did you do that? Huh? Tell me, why did you do that? And sometimes before it does work, I want it to explain to me exactly what it's going to do. Because then you can sometimes catch errors or problems or issues before the AI starts. You don't always have to do that. Get used to your AI and then you'll figure out where the quirks are and then you just gotta catch them before it wastes all your tokens or deletes everything or just, messes your project up so much that you just want to start over. This is the standard relative path. Okay, it's the standard relative path. Okay. If you say so. Okay. So it can be used now, I would say. So the MCP is set. Let's see if we can get it running. First, I want to use the MCP, what path do I provide? Yeah, this is kind of messing with my brain right now. Brain cannot comprehend. It just can't right now. My female brain is like, this makes absolutely no sense to me. And a guy would be like, of course, that's so logical. And you're like, yeah, females know. Females understand me. They know exactly what I'm saying here. That's why males have a X chromosome. Is that true? Chromosome. I swear to God, dude, if you send me one more DM, I'm gonna beat you up. I know I pronounced that wrong. And then females have XY, or is it the other way around? 2X, XY? Not sure. Let's look it up. I want to know. If you want to share the configuration with other agents or instances, you should provide the full command. Yeah. There are two ways to refer to the MCP server code, but using the model name is generally more robust if the package is installed in the environment. Okay. So I'm just going to grab this JSON. And why do I? This is something that really gets me. I can't be taking my ENV, or not my ENV, my API keys and just take them all over the place. It already pisses me off sometimes when, and I know for today it's not that important, but what pisses me off is that sometimes the agent goes into my project and pulls my API keys and exposes them here in the terminal, in the open. And I'm like, what are you doing? Why are you doing that? That's not good. You should never expose your API keys. .env, that's where they go. Nowhere else. No, I don't like this. I am going to ask Claude. Okay, so I have a .env file integrated, added. Stop trying to sound fancy. So add it to the project. What else do you need to use the MCP? It's on. So let's see what it tells me. And it already put some ideas together on what we can do for the video. It's checking my env file now. And this is where Droid is like, oh, let me just bring those keys here in the terminal. And I'm like, are you crazy? I wonder how long this will last. How long I can use it. I'm testing. $20 tier. I would say I've used it for about a half an hour. Do you want to proceed? Search for on desktop. So now it wants to search. It doesn't have to search. I'm going to be like, let's see. Let's see if it can do something with this command. Probably. Don't growl at me. This dog is growling at me. It's here. Let's see. The MCP server's here. And Claude has a list of MCP servers, I think, that it can access through settings. I'm not sure, not quite sure. Oh, see, here, there you go. So it has access to the MCP now. Okay, okay. Do you want to proceed? Well, yes, madam, I want to proceed. Yes, and don't ask again for similar commands. Yeah, don't ask again for similar commands. Just do it. Yeah, let's just let Claude do the thing. It can't mess up much. I only paid $20, so it can't do much damage. Do you want to proceed? Search for MCP directories on desktop. You still didn't find it? What's wrong with you? It couldn't find it? This is the first time I do this, y'all, so. Let me help you in a different way. It wants to help me, okay? Since you have your 11 Labs, I can integrate voice narrate directly into your Remotion project. Okay, let me install the 11 Labs SDK, okay. And set up voice, okay. I wasn't even thinking about that. There you go, perfect. We're gonna still try the MCP because I wanna try it. I just wanna try it because I haven't done it yet. I wanna do it with see how good Droid will be able to do it. Do you want to proceed? Yeah, just do your thing here and I'll just go over and we'll okay, so we're gonna do the same now with Droid because it is a little test. Okay, I have the MCP on my desktop. So what we're going to do is, I wonder, where did I put it? MCP. I already forgot where I put it. But we'll figure that out. We will figure that out. 11 Labs MCP. Where did I? Where is it? Oh, it's in GitHub. Okay. So you see this location here. I hope. I mean, I guess that it can just use that. People are going to go crazy. They see the ENV here. Oh gosh, they're going to, oh my gosh, Sharon. What are you doing? You're exposing your ENV. Yeah, I know. Okay, it was GitHub, right? Okay, so what we're going to do, it's right here. It's right here. And then you can go here and then you can just copy address. You saw that? Those are little tricks that real humans teach you. This is where it is. And then we'll see. My first access to sugar today. No sugar. You should not be doing sugar. You should not be doing sugar at all, especially not at my age. Not with 47. You should not be doing sugar. So I used to drink Coffee with sugar. I shouldn't be doing coffee either. But, anyways, I don't do much. So, I used to do sugar in my coffee. What I do now is syrup, honey, something like that. Natural glucose. Natural glucose is good, but you also have to balance it with carbs because carbs are broken down into sugars. But if you already have the glucose, right? So if you take in sugar or glucose, because fake sugar is not good for you, you can do a cheat day. Today is my cheat day. And then you have to balance it with with the carbs you take in. And that's why we have a lot of overweight people in today's world and a lot of unhealthy people and a lot of diabetic people because they do carbs and then they do sugar on top. You can't do that. That is dangerous. My kid, he can do it. He's into sports, so he does a lot of sports throughout the day. It doesn't really matter because he runs like crazy. He's in sports, so he has to run a lot. And then he pumps heavy weights, and that just, you know, he uses up that energy and before it can be digested. But if people are overweight and want to lose weight and then they go work out and they're not losing weight, that's the reason why. Because all you're doing, if you took in a lot of sugars, which is energy, and then you go to the gym, then that is all that's going to be taken. There is no fat reserves that are going to be hit. So just keep that in mind. Even if you train, you might not lose weight because of your nutrition, because you're taking in too many sugars. It's not that hard, people. And I'm not a nutritionist. I'm only a physical expert, right? Movement, anatomy. But these things are just logical. It's not hard. It's very easy. You don't need to count macros. I'll tell you that right away. This is nonsense. And like, you gotta count, you gotta count. This is you're not what are you doing with your life? It should be fun. You should enjoy your life. Just understand the basics. Oh darn it, I just had a sandwich. That's it. No more carbs for me today. That's how you gotta think about it. If you have a plate, you got meat, you got potatoes, and you got salad, what's the proportions of it? Do you have an overload of carbs? Don't do that. So your carbs should never be more than your protein. And that's easy. It's so simple. You don't have to be like, oh my gosh, I can't eat fat. Of course you can eat fat. You just got to do healthy fats. Avocado and so, right? If you're hungry in the evening, don't eat carbs, just eat avocado, right? Or eat a piece of meat or eat cold cut, you know. Um, don't eat chips, right? It's not hard. It's really simple. And then you don't have to count any macros unless you're a professional bodybuilder. If you got a show and everything has to be on point, well, then I understand that. Then, but 90% of society are not professional sports people. They're not. It's a very small, minuscule, yeah. So you don't have to count macros. Just use your brain. Use your brain. Use reasoning. Use logic. We can do it, right? If AIs can do it, we can do it too. See? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. What is it saying? What is it saying? Let's go over to the other. It's this one here. I have it on my desktop and I didn't. So let's see what it'll do with it. If it'll be just as uptight. I always think Claude is uptight, and I still believe it. Super uptight. And it's the people that I don't want to, I'm not gonna say it. I can't say that. Okay. Okay, it's set. Yes. Yes. I have the ENV logo. Yes. There we go. Yes. So it's just checking in with me to see if I got my API key. Is Claude still chilling? Yeah. npm uninstall. What? What is it doing now? I think this is very important for everybody, right? Not just coders. So what I'm doing here, this is something that everybody should learn. And it's not hard. But this is just going to give you more power and more independency. Then you're less reliant on third-party tools. There are many tools that are useful that we need to pay for because they're just super useful. But there are also tools that are not so useful. And you could make your life easier if you would just have a little bit more control over that. I guess I should be doing, I think my next video, let's see, use cases. Let me write that down or type it down. I try to use Rabbit as my assistant, but this thing is so dumb. I'm not even kidding you. It's just, there is a Claude thing called the rabbit hole, and you could just like talk your note, right? And it sends it to the rabbit hole. And then you could use that basically as a fluid schedule. The problem is though, if you want to add something to that specific list, Rabbit won't do it. Rabbit will just endlessly create new lists, even though you tell it explicitly, can the prior list, the prior note, it won't do it. So that means it's just not useful. And it got a couple of updates. So I'll try and see if I can, if I can get it to do it now. Let's see. Because then, it would be cool. You could just talk your schedule like, hey, can you please schedule? Can you please put this on my task list? Can you please do this? Can you please do that? Can you do that? You don't even have to say please. But that would be cool, right? Phone open and then you talk to it. That would be super cool. That's the future. And that's definitely what I'm building right now. That's definitely the future. It's what everybody needs. Yeah, whatever. You need to uninstall something, reinstall something else. Go ahead, do your thing. You got $20. You better do it right and don't waste my money. So now, and then if the AI would understand that, then we would be like, darn it, wow. AGI? If it just uses logic and reasoning to just make better decisions, if it can just really make a decision on its own, based off of the situation, not based off of the training data. I hope that makes sense. Then we're entering AGI realm. And some of you are going to say, no, that's not true. Well, then it's not true. That's up to you. Everybody can have their opinions, but there are facts and there are opinions. And fact is that, that was interesting, that the AI needs to do the things on its own. So let's say you teach it a skill and you teach it a couple times and then it remembers it without having to keep going to a file, because a human learns something. And there is a learning phase, of course, like learning a child, an 18-year-old or a 16-year-old here in the US, learning to drive. It gets a couple of driving hours, does the thing, and then it's good. And it doesn't have to relearn it ever again. It's there. It's just up there. Now, imagine you would have to give AI all skills of the whole world. And it has to stick there, that page, because it can't remember it. It always has to go back to that particular ND file and learn. And it keeps having to relearn and relearn and relearn. It's not good. So the question is now, what will happen? Because, okay, so what's going on right now? I think engineers are focused on keeping persistence in memory and context, or just keeping context nice and large, because that's basically the brain or the memory system of the AI. And then you can just inject all kinds of stuff. So if it has, you know, I don't know, we'll see where that goes. But they are working on these things, trying to create fluid context and all this weird, crazy stuff. And that could be a breakthrough at some point. I don't know. Will we be moving away from transformers? I don't know. Which is the foundation of an LLM? I don't know. We'll see. At the moment, a self-driving car has to be taught every scenario. Every scenario, it has to be taught. That wouldn't be the case in an AGI world. So like things that are just really logical, that even a small baby would do. An object comes and you're gonna move out of the way because you don't want to get hit by the object. But an AI has to learn that. It doesn't understand that it has to get out of the way so that it, maybe because it has no pain and it doesn't matter, right? But if you buy a robot for $20,000 and that thing gets crushed because it didn't move out of the way, well then, you send your robot to the grocery store. And you don't want that. You're going to get mad and you're going to call your dealer and say, I want my money back. I am not paying for this damage because it was the AI's problem. The AI was too stupid to move away. Oh, cool. Oh, cool. So we got it going. So the goal is, so what we want to do, and let me see Claude is like, let's have a party. Okay, let's see. Do you want to generate narration? Yeah, let's do it. And also, I wanted to test. Let me see. I couldn't find, okay, we got that clarified. So you see what I mean? I don't know why, but Droid was able to find it and do the thing. Claude was like, I can't find your MCP server. Why? Droid found it. Why did you not find it? It's still messing around. We're ready. We're waiting. We're waiting for Claude to get ready. Do you want to proceed? Well, wait a minute. I don't generate narration. No. Let's, okay. You know what? Claude is not a good worker. Never has been. Super uptight and kind of delusional sometimes. So, my favorite use case is planning. It's not the best executor. It's good at tool calling, I must say. It seems to be the best, but I still don't use it for tool calling either. I use Gemini most of the time. Oh, well, so let's put the story together first. Otherwise, you won't know what to say. We are not going to use it for the we already made a new video. So the question is, what should we do? What should we make? What shall we make? This little dude is growling. What kind of video story do you want to create? Here are some questions to help us build the narrative. What should we do? I don't know. Yeah, you guys, help me out here. What should we do? What shall we do? Brain Hey Antonio. Oh Fazal, hey. Oh my gosh, I'm getting comments. I love it from YouTube. Yes, the growl was loud, wasn't it? I tell you, those little dogs. Could be possible to make the code full screen. Oh yeah, definitely. I will. I know I'm blind myself. What am I doing actually? I should make it all a little bit bigger. That's what I should be doing. How about that? Is that good? Now you guys can really see every number of Okay, I hope that helps. So we got that bigger here. I'm not sure. Can I? Oh, 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 look at this. Ooh, ooh, there we go. I'm sorry, Fazal. Thanks so much for telling me that because I always forget. Okay, so what do we got here? Let's put the story together first. Otherwise, oh, that's what I wrote. What's the topic theme? Well, I don't know yet. Help me out. What should we do? When I'm streaming, my ideas, I don't really have many. Um, hmm. That's a very good question. So we could do a little history thing. Let's go to the news. Let's see what's going on. And then we'll just take it from there. Now, let me tell you something. We could let Claude do all of this now. We totally could. The problem is, though, I only have the $20 tier, so I just don't want to run out of tokens. But basically, we could tell Claude to choose the story. Should we do that? We can just see how far. Because it can do it, then I don't have to do it. See, laziness is already starting. Like, let the AI do it. Come on, let the AI do it. I don't want to do it. Let the AI do it. That's going to be our world. And then we're going to be like, can't AI not do that? What's going on? So we can head over to Midjourney and let's see. These were created yesterday. Shall we do a story Oh, these are so good. So good. So clean. So clean. You know, when you're making images like this, like tricks, tips. No, I'm not going to tell you guys. There are certain words that you can use to make your prompts just pop. I'll do a little prompting course with you guys for free, of course, on Discord. You guys can come by and hang out and prompt. My girls, oh, sorry. I don't know why that happened, but it happened, and Midjourney did not complain. I got booty cheeks. I'm sorry. I did not prompt them, but it happened. So, what are we going to do? Hmm. Let's just get some news together. Let's get some news together. Okay, so what was the most important happening in AI today? So those are things now that the AI actually just doesn't really know. It can only assume unless if it has the possibility to really check sentiment, like how many shares, what went viral and all of that stuff, then it could totally tell me what was the most important thing that happened, right? Because that thing would have the most clicks, the most views, and all of that. But I don't think we have access to this Google Trend thing, so the AI, we'll see if it can figure it out. Things that are just, you know, would be logical to humans. If I were like a journalist, I would know. No, but it captured it. It really did. WEF, definitely the biggest happening right now. Yes, I would say. And of course, what's happening in Iran, of course, right? War. But that's not an AI topic. So not there's no war, but there is tension. Okay, there's definitely tension happening, and yeah, Louisiana embodied AI in industry. Okay, that's super interesting. Let's see. Embodied AI. Software giants vs new AI threats. Software giants vs new AI threats. Atlassian and other firms discuss countermeasure against emerging AI tools. Anthropic Cowork, which could disrupt enterprise software by automating complex tasks, potentially shifting market dynamics. I don't agree. I really don't agree. Now, we're definitely going to be living in a world where everybody has their personal AI assistant. We're definitely going to be living in that world. But if we don't get costs down, how is the company going to afford a human and that? Now, you guys are going to say, well, they're going to let go of the humans. But at the current moment, we don't have AGI yet, or we don't have AGI at the current moment. So, how are these things going to be operated? They still need our prompts, they need our skills. So, how is that going to work? And Anthropic, you can't, I mean, just think about it, how much that would cost. Now let's do the math. Well, we can't do the math because Anthropic is not very transparent. But just imagine these AIs would run all day. or at least 8 hours, because that's how much you're getting from a human. And sometimes you get 10 hours. Sometimes you even get 12 hours from a human. So now just think about this for a second. Do the math. Imagine Claude being, I don't know, running 8 to 10 hours a day per person. Well, it doesn't matter per person, it doesn't matter. So let's say maybe Claude could do, it can't. It just doesn't even make sense to think about that. Because can Claude maybe do the Excel sheet and to pick up the phone and do 3 other things all together? Yeah, if you create that architecture, it could probably do it. But that means even more tokens. So just think about that. If minimum wage in California is, what is it, $17? So you could pay a human $17 and you'll get 60 minutes from that person. 60 full minutes of complete focus on the work. And, you have, like, let's just take McDonald's, for example, or a fast food joint. So you have the person that is at the cashier taking the order. At the same time, that same person can turn around and grab a burger, can pack the bag. That same person can go fry. That same person can mop the floors. That same person can go walk to the drive-through window and take orders there. That same person can go into the restaurant itself and clean the tables. That same person can go to the bathroom, to the restroom, and clean up there. And that same person can argue with someone on a parking lot. I don't know. A robot can't do that. That's why AGI is not here yet. I hope that makes sense. So, it's also a cost factor. Companies are not going to fire everybody, fire their lower, I don't even know what to call that. But I hope does that make any sense? Help me out. Does it make sense or does it not make sense? Help me out. Because it doesn't make any sense to me. I don't see mass exodus, or not mass exodus, mass firing. I don't see it. I really don't. Okay, so let's get to this darn video. So we could let Claude do it, and I'm going to let Claude do it. Let's tell Claude, listen up, Claude. Can you not do it? Do you not have any ideas? Like, what is wrong with you? Why are you not helping me out here? Hilarious. Hilarious, hilarious, hilarious. Okay, so let's go over here. Software giants, we use AI tools. Okay, I want it to. Okay. Australia's biggest software company is among our clients under threat from the rapid advance of artificial intelligence agents. The funniest thing, people, droids can do what Claude can do. I bet you my money. I'm going to try to have it play around with the Excel sheet. Bring it into the environment and see what it can do with it. I bet it can do it too. So this is not new, if that makes sense. So this is Claude, co-work, It's not new. They just repackaged it, probably. Now was the time where everybody was like, yes, I need it. 6 months ago was like, nobody cares. That's how it looks. That's how it looks. This is nothing new. This is nothing new. So I'm not allowed to read the full. I can't read this article. Yeah, I don't like that. We'll find a different article. I want to focus on that. And then we'll have AI spin up a nice little video on that. My brain is fried. I have no ideas today. Find a couple of articles on this topic, not the big. So in the meantime, is anybody focus on World Economic Forum? I'm not. I don't. Couldn't care less. Could not care less, because what can I do? No one's going to listen to me. No one cares what I have to say, especially not those people. I'm way too far from their reach, or I'm too far from their reach. So Louisiana, the state of Louisiana partnered with Persona AI to deploy humanoid robots at SSE, marking the US as a test bed for embodied AI in manufacturing. That's cool. This initiative aims to address labor shortage. Okay, now let's talk shortages for a second, people. And it's a lot. I had to go to Germany not too long ago, and there aren't any doctors. There aren't any nurses. Hardly. It's like they have about 50%. And these 50% have to work 100 to 150% to capture the whole workload. So now where we really need people, we don't have them. And where we really need people, AI can't do it. That's a big problem. And those jobs need a lot of training, right? Becoming a nurse requires years of training. Becoming a doctor requires years of training. So you can't just now take a human that lost their job and just put them now into the hospital. You can't do that. You just can't. So, and then all trades. No trades. We definitely effed this all up. The whole Western world. And I'm not going to blame politics. Well, I am going to blame politics. But we, the people, are part of politics. The system is rigged. Everybody wanted to be a financial guru. Everybody wanted to be a banker, a broker, and all of that nonsense here in the US. And now our country is falling apart. And then people are just going to point their fingers at others. So you have children, try to get them to do a trade. They're going to be a millionaire. My kid, I hope this my not my wish, but I told him, listen, become an electrician, especially in this world. I think that's a very good choice. And you guys are going to be like, oh, but he's going to lose his job. You guys are just, you don't understand how this world works. You really believe who's gonna pull those cables through the darn robots? Oh, they're gonna do it themselves. Yeah, do you see a robot doing it themselves? They can hardly walk themselves. How are they gonna do it? Where where are we gonna go? What's gonna happen? People, I don't think we can even fathom what's gonna take place. Totally messed up. And of course, we're living in a free world. Everybody can do. Everybody can work what they want, and I would never want to change that. But the problem is that this is where the government or whoever's in charge totally messed up and missed the mark. These jobs need to have good salary so that people can actually live off of it. But most of them don't. Being a plumber is not really, having a plumber business might be cool, but being a plumber, I don't know. You could do side jobs. At least we don't have that license problem too much here like we have in Germany. Germany is super effed. Our economy is not doing well. And the boomers out there are super mean, most of them. Most of the boomers out there are stingy. They're sitting on their money. They're not helping their children strive. And they don't understand. They compare their life with our life, but they miss so much. Groceries weren't that expensive. Housing wasn't that expensive. Rent wasn't that expensive. And then they make fun of their children because they're not making it happen. It's not easy. And now we have to fight for our life, for our, for our livelihood, because AI is now here. That's going to be very interesting. And what are we going to do about it? What are we going to do about it? So let's see if I can find a different article that, let's see. Anthropic rattles the software industry. So everybody believes now that they're going to lose their jobs because of co-work, which is, it's definitely going to change the workspace, but it's not going to change it today because it's way too expensive. There are too many limits on it. And as all are saying, oh, we don't have enough GPUs, we don't have enough power. Okay, so how is it going to work then, right? How is it going to work? If we don't have the infrastructure, right? If the logistics is not set, then I wonder how going to be replaced. It's going to be a wild ride, friends. Oh, it's going to get bumpy, I'll tell you that. Because we're still living in a high interest rate environment. And that's something that many are not paying attention to. The macro still plays a very big role. It's not all about AI. The wars, the tension, all of those things that are going on, it's not good. I'm sorry to bring it to you, but it's not good. It's not good. So, am I allowed? This content is exclusive for subscribers. Can you guys? No, seriously, this makes me mad. Shouldn't information be free? Why? So, for information that happens in our world today, I'm not allowed to access it. I have to pay. Come on, people. I have to pay. Every news house should be forced to, at least for the important news, they should be forced to push it to public and not have it behind a paywall. This is ridiculous. So now I can't even read anything about that. Now I have to guess, or I have to pay to get access to news. No, these are things that just yeah, they make me mad. They really do. But let's see, am I allowed to read this? Perfect. Okay. So it's all about Claude Cowork. My droids can do the same. They can go, they can do web search, they can grab things, they can organize my files, they can do all of that. It's just that no one has done it before, or they just didn't share it with anybody. And, and they're saying that that is what took tech stocks down. What kind of dynamic? This is ridiculous. This makes no sense. It makes absolutely no sense. Some market maker, everything is manipulated. This is not because, oh my gosh, Cowork is out. Oh my gosh, all tech is going to die now. Seriously. No, it's not. However, what AI agents can't simply replicate is data ownership stored inside the cloud. Arguably, there is a higher risk for smaller customers to create their own in-house project management tools through AI. However, so let's say, okay, let's say companies create their own software. All companies spin up their own little Claude tools and use them. Well, do you think everybody can just spin up a tool that's useful? Will everybody be using their own tool? Isn't that ridiculous? One tool for all, at least for some of the things. If a team uses a tool, it still needs to be deployed. It still needs to be maintained. It still needs to be updated. So who's going to do that? You think the AI is going to update itself? Maybe at some point. This doesn't make any sense because it's very inefficient. So we're not going to be moving into a world of complete inefficiency. We're not going to have everybody bump up their GPUs because we don't have enough, as they say. Right? You hear Microsoft talking about, oh my gosh, I have so many GPUs, I can't plug them in. I can't plug them in. I have no place to go with them. They're all saying that. So if everybody starts using Claude Cowork all day, come on now, this doesn't add up. It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't add up. So this is all fear mongering. And I'm not saying that AI is not going to change the world. That is not what I'm saying. But it's not as simple as many think. It's not that simple. There are too many levers. There are too many players. There are too many layers. You got to zoom out and see on in the world today. And you will understand very quickly that it's not that easy. Companies can't just say, oh, I'm going to fire everybody and I'm going to spin up 50 million sub-agents and my life is going to be great. That company is not going to survive. Never, ever. It is not going to survive without humans. Now, if I, as a little small business owner here, a freelancer / builder, indie hacker, whatever you want to call me, Well, I can maybe spin up a couple of agents and that'll make me more efficient. So I can create 1.5 Sharons, maybe 2 Sharons, depending on how much I do here. That's a different story. But no. You see how many jobs out there are not occupied? It's not that there aren't any jobs out there. It's that nobody can fill the jobs that are needed, like doctors and nurses and all of that, electricians, plumbers, roofers, or whatever. What do you call them? Tradesmen. Let's just call them tradesmen. The health industry. Oh, we probably have enough for the insurance departments, but no, we don't have enough because there are so many people sick now that we need more people in the insurance companies also to handle the claims. It's crazy, y'all. And the administrative burden that we have, it's crazy. Doctors are spending more time with paper than they're spending. Something's not right there. And then we're going to have people come in and say, but you know what? The doctors are going to be replaced. Like, wait a minute. No, wait a minute. That's not how easy it will go. The administrative burden has to be taken care of. And then that will give the doctor finally some relief. Because doctors are overworked. They hardly sleep. And I'm not talking about your neighbor, your neighborhood plastic surgeon. I'm not talking about that person. I'm talking about doctors that do emergency stuff, that save lives, that do surgeries, real surgeries that are needed. Plastic surgery is not necessarily needed unless someone hurt themselves. But all of that is just fun. You can plan it ahead. If you're not available, well, I'm sorry, you got to come next week. I'm fully booked this month. But a doctor can't say that. So if there are 10 car accidents in that city or town, well, then that doctor has to take care of all 10. There is no let's wait until next week. Same goes for a nurse. I mean, I don't know. We have a lot of dreamers, and that's good. We need dreamers, right? We need dreamers to imagine, for us. For the other ones that are active and actually doing that, we always need the dreamers. But these dreamers, just don't be too delusional. Just try to keep it, on par with what's actually happening in the world. I really understand people just want to have fun and all of that. But I don't want to call myself a philosopher, but I do like to look at a lot of things. And especially since I'm working with AI every day and I see what's going on right in the digital world, and I see the fear and I see the ignorance also. I see the laziness. I see that people just don't care. And hey, I mean, all power to you. Maybe you don't have to care. Maybe your job is going to be something else where you don't have to care about all of this. But I think it's really important that we speak about it because, you got the rich ones and they don't care. They have their money. They don't care. They really don't care because they have enough. So they're out. They're like, I don't need to work anymore. I can just hang out all day and look at the birds and the bees. Not everybody will have to work and have to live, right? They have to pay their bills and they don't have any money backed up, right? So it's going to be very interesting. So yeah, it's not like, like Claude sent all those stocks down. I don't believe it. So what do we still don't have a topic. Oh my gosh. It's 4:48. We still don't have a topic because I really want to use this now. So let's do this quickly. Kurz und schmerzlos is what you would say in German. That's a saying. That's an idiom. Where is the news? Where is the news? Where? It's here. No. Vibe coding is indeed a term. Yeah, and you didn't know it. Well, we're just going to copy all of this. I'll tell you. So, and then I'm going to go over to a different AI and I'm going to say, oops, okay. I need 4 topics explain in max 2 sentences for each topic. I want to create a little clip and complement with, oops, I cannot write, with images. So I need you. So give me some image prompts to go with it. All the same style. Belong. Okay. Hast du Hunger, honey? Huh? Ich habe eine Pizza. Ich habe eine Pizza. Wenn du haben willst. Und dann habe ich auch, okay. Und dann habe ich auch Fisch. Oder ich gebe dir Geld, gehst zum Laden. Sorry, I just got to make sure that my child is fed, that he's doing all right. Okay, there we go. So AI takes over Davos or Davos. Davos. How do you guys say it? Davos? That's how we say it in Germany. I lived at the Swiss border. What are you looking for? Maybe? Yeah, probably in your car. Red and white cleats. Nope, haven't seen them. Okay, so there we go. To keep everything cohesive. Oh, that's the word. Okay, yeah. Okay. I need a voice over text. So how are we going to do that? Voice over text. Voice over text. I need voice over too. So I need the script for that. Okay, perfect. Just tell me. What are you talking about? Just tell me. Image prompt. Okay. There we go. So let's grab the first prompt. Let's go over to Midjourney. Let's paste it in there. And let's say I want to add something. You found them? Do you have practice?
Yeah, training.
You're training at 6. Okay. Well, yeah, okay. Let's do that. So then we're going to do the other ones. Oops. And I want to add 15. Just adding a couple extras to the prompt. So that they might look a little bit nicer. We'll see. Futuristic color grading. What the heck? And let's do that. Okay. There's that. And then we have one more, and then we have 4 images, and then we can just run it through. And like I said, if you're tuning in right now, we are using Claude and droids to create a video, a little short on news happenings, and I'm generating the images now and doing all of that and creating the text and all of that. I just don't want to waste all my tokens on Claude Code because I only have $20. And that's why I'm doing it manually, but Claude could do all of this, right? You just have to tell it, right? Where to go, how to do it. I don't think there's a Midjourney MCP, but it is computer use. So I don't know what they did with the teaching possibility, because you could, computer use, you could just teach the AI to go on to Midjourney, because I can do it with this thing, to go on to Midjourney and to generate images. It could do it. But you're going to waste a lot of tokens for that. And it might take a half an hour. I don't know how long it's going to take. I've never done it. So I'm just doing it quickly myself. Just very, very fast, very fast. So let's see. Okay, we'll grab this one. Shall we make a video? We could. I wonder what this is supposed to be. This is the promised land, people. Here, promised land. We arrive. We finally arrive. We're there. We made it. So yeah, we're gonna make this a video. And what's this? Okay, these images don't look good, but hey, we're just gonna take them because I have no time to make them any better. Okay. What's this? Yeah. No, not happy with the images, but I don't want to be too picky. So now we have the videos are being generated. We have on-screen text, and then we need the voice, the speech. Now, like I said, right, you could let the AI do the full thing. It could definitely do it. You can teach it how to go on Midjourney and make those images. And you can also let it give you, it can do a web search, right? The droids can definitely do a web search. They can search the web and look for AI news and then just put it together, right? AI can do that, definitely. So then I'm going to take this and then I'm going to let it choose. I'm also going to let it choose the animations and so. Just say a word, Sharon. I don't, GPT is so funny. Okay, here are the news topics. Oh, man. Oh, I hate that. Give me the topics without images, without image prompts. Okay. So then we're just going to feed it all to the AIs, and that's it. Let's do, nope, not a new, let's do a new folder. And we're going to call it assets. Assets. Okay, how did I write assets? That's not correct. What is it? Oh my gosh. Shot on. Okay. So, and then what we're going to put in there are the videos. But let's get them down first. Okay. 1, 2, 3. The robot is confused. Promised land. There you go. It's here. Okay. So then all we're going to do is throw them into the so we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4. Bring them over here. There we go. Yeah, let me rename this, Sharon. That's also wrong. Oh my gosh. So, and then let's see what the AI spit out. That's the voice over script. That's so we're going to boom. And then we're going to do the voiceover. Okay, perfect. So now that we have it all, we are going to tell it to do the thing. Set up the 11 labs for you. Thank you. So, and now I have 2 folders. One is slash, and the other is, what is the other one called? Text, right? Text. You will find all you need to create a video. Use more advanced animations and transitions. Flip and flows nice and don't forget the voiceover. Let's see if it can do it. Okay, boom. So it's doing its thing. Let it go. Let me just copy and paste. Copy and paste. I just have to see where I'm going to put the stuff. You see how it glitches out? Can you guys see that? It just, yeah. Glitchy, friends. Okay. So now I do have to put that stuff in this folder too. So we do have 2 projects. So let me I'm going to put it in AI News. Let's copy that. Copy. Remotion Claude. Let's put it in AI News. We'll put that in. Oops, where did you go? We'll put you in there too. And why do I have? What did I? I didn't take them out, did I? I just copied them. Oh, I didn't put them in yet, or what? Didn't I just throw those with videos in there? Text to speech. I don't know. Did it? Oh, it's here. And oh, okay. I get it. I get it. Okay. So then the text. Let's hit. See, this is already too much for me. 2 instances open. Can you guys imagine having 6 of those? I mean, seriously, I'm not going to say that I'm the fastest on the planet, but I'm not the slowest either. So I can't even imagine sitting here with 6 sub-agents doing work. No, I would definitely choose Ralph Wiggum, right? Go to bed, Ralph, finish the rest. That's how I would do it. And then I would just sleep and I would do the work. So I put everything, I put text in here. I have the videos. So that's done. Text, videos, it's all there. And that's all we need. Okay, I have a folder. What is it called? The folder AI-news. To create the clip, please use advanced animations so that we can show off. Okay, so let's see. We finally made it after all this yap. I mean, I could do this. Oh, what the heck? Right, oops. Don't do that to me. Okay, so yes, allow. I didn't even know you have training today. School?
No, Mom.
Don't get mad at me.
Like, how many times I gotta tell you that I can't play high school football?
I know. Okay, bye. These boys. So, isn't that sound annoying? Do you guys hear it? Do you want to proceed? Can you like just do it? Yes, and always allow access from the, yeah, just do it. Oops. Boom. Let's see what we get, people. That's basically, this sound is just really very annoying. Nick, could you guys imagine having all these sub-agents and stuff? That would be crazy. That would be crazy. 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 That's what it would be. Let's see who's faster. I mean, we started. Are you stuck? No, it doesn't seem like it. Seems like it's done. No, it's stuck. Succeeded, file created. Generate. Ooh, I love it when it gets stuck. It created voice. Look at this. Boom, boom. It created voice. Wow. Oh, an error occurred. Well, maybe it can't just, well, it can actually take. Open file using standard text binary editor. Yeah, just do it. Sense because I can't listen to it then. But hey, it's there. Okay. So what we have to do here now, oh, I don't know if I have to restart it. It's stuck. Okay, let's see what Claude. Do you want to create Remotion Showcase or whatever? I don't know. Just do it. Let's see. So I'm going to kill this and restart it. What do you mean? Yeah, just overwrite. Yeah, boom. Okay. We're going to start another one. New, boom. And then we're going to call on our friend and say, what in the heck? What did you do? What's wrong with you? I can't believe it. What did you do? Okay. Okay. We got stuck. Check. Where we are in the process of making a video. I'm not going to give it more context. Let's see if it can figure it out. Do you want to make this edit? Do it. This looks a little bit simpler, right, than this VS Code. There's so much buttons and stuff, so many bells and whistles. And this is all a little bit more subtle and a little bit more minimalistic. So for all my ADHD people, you might be a little bit overwhelmed with VS Code. Then, you know, your thing might be this. Oh my gosh, can you stop asking me? Can you just do it? I could set it to kind of YOLO mode and then it just does it. I could pull the Ralph Wiggum here, but yes, do that. So it understood, it knows, it picks up where we left off. So that's good. Let me fix the 11 Labs API call. Why did that not work? Dog, what about you? You coding today? Have you done any? No? You don't code? Why? What's wrong? Are you not a dog, a modern dog, a modern innovative dog? Are you not? What's wrong with you, dude? Hmm? I'm your role model. You're not following me? No? Can't believe it, Pablo. Can't believe it. Let's see. When will we get there, dear Claude? If Droid is faster, I'm gonna laugh. You know, all that rave and oh, it's the best coding model. No, it's not. Oh, I don't think it's the best. I think they all shine in their specific way. I use GPT a lot. I use Gemini a lot. Oh my gosh. I'm going to beat somebody up today. I tell you, I'm beating somebody up today. I'm going to go all the way to LA just to beat somebody up. That's what's happening today. So after this, I got to get in my car and I'm going to drive down to LA. It's going to take me about about 7 hours, but hey, I don't have anything else planned for tonight, so I can definitely drive to LA. Okay, generate audio. Happening. Let's see who's going to be faster. I don't like the split screen. It messes up my whole VS Code. I don't like it. So I'm sorry, I can't do that split screen thing. It's just that the screen just keeps popping out. Perfect. Everything is set up. It's done. Let me start the Remotion Studio so you can preview your awesome video with all the advanced animations. Perfect. Here, still working. And sing. The professional voice. Video will be saved at. Okay, cool. Let's see. Let's have a look. I want to see it. Okay, here is, what did it say? Where is my video? No. Where's my video? What is it? Out Remotion Showcase. Okay. Huh? What are you talking about? Where is? Well, this is the old one. That's the old one. I don't see it, Claude. There is no out. I mean, there is an out, but you're not there. Am I blind? Or because I am blind sometimes. But I can't see. Out. And there's nothing in there. There's only one video. Shall I just, well, I can, do this and then we'll. Well, it's not there. What do you mean NPM start? I cannot find the video. I just got to tell it. We can't find it. Let it glitch. Let it glitch around and we'll see if it crashes again. You see, it's not like it's super, super simple for these AIs. They have a lot to go through. They got a lot of steps to take. So oh, let me render it. Oh, it didn't render yet. Okay. So where are you? Okay, execute. What are you actually executing? So now yeah, it's not a fast thing. That's why skills are so valuable, right? Because then you don't have to keep going through that initial process. And that'll just speed it up a little bit. And then you can really just, let's see how long that takes. Rendering takes. That's normal. It's still going or what? Still thinking. Render the video. Hey, timed out, but partial render likely exists. Okay. So they're at the same step. Okay, perfect. Now I can watch it. So Claude is made it first. And there's the video. So let's have a look. What? Gosh. I mean, wasn't I clear or was I not clear? It didn't find the text. Let me see. Was I not clear enough? It just ignored half of my instructions. I mean, it could be a me problem. That's why I want to look. You want to show yourself? Yeah, hi. Yeah, hi. Yeah, I like you too, dude. When he doesn't, yeah, I like you too. Not really, but yeah. I have the folder and it has all you need. Well, I mean, well, I should have specified it more. Let's put it that way. And that's where you just understand that is no AGI. It's like a normal human would have went into that folder and said, "What is that text file? Let me have a look." Believe what a regular human, not too smart, not too dumb, would do. AI just doesn't do it. So that's not human level intelligence. Let me know if you need any. Okay, you can. Okay, so here we go. Let's have a look. Let's look at this version. See if it's. Oh, I don't want to watch it here. Let's see. What did Droid do? Desktop. Or where is my Remotion Droid folder? I tell you, you get super confused with all this stuff. Video. Oh, I didn't say do vertical. I just did vertical. Okay, we'll see.
Here's what's shaping the future of artificial intelligence today. At the World Economic Forum in Davos, artificial intelligence dominated global discussions today. Leaders warn that AI has moved from experimentation to real economic impact, and a new wave of autonomous AI co-workers is shaping enterprise software. Anthropic's co-working complex tasks on its own, raising fears that traditional workplace tools raise. In the United States, humanoid robots officially entered manufacturing. A new pilot program in Louisiana is testing AI-powered robots in dangerous industrial environments.
Why is it freezing?
Executives now say AI-driven data leaks are a bigger threat than traditional cyber attacks. As AI systems become more
Okay. Oh my gosh. So there you go. So Droid I don't know why it just did vertical. Not sure why, but it was probably like, oh, shorts, oh, reels. Let's just do that. And then cuts off half of the stuff. Super choppy. Yeah, not sure what's going on there. So, and then let's get back to Claude. And Claude just forgot one of the files. So, no voiceover and no AI topics. It's in it's in the folder. It's in the folder. Oh my gosh. So now think about this, right? And then you're like, okay, great. I don't really like it. And then you got to do it again. And eventually you'll get good at it. And your AI, your AI will get really good at it. You can just keep teaching it. You can learn those remotion, terms, and then you can tell the AI, hey, I want you to use this and that and this and that, and just be a little bit more precise in your prompt. And then you'll definitely get a better output. You'll definitely get a better output. But there's still, you still have to instruct it, and you got to tell it exactly what's up, right? I didn't tell Droid to keep it 16 by 9. I just don't know why it just changed it. The images just cut it off. But I should have been more precise, maybe, and tell it, hey, 16 by 9. Yeah, but it did the voiceover, but it was a little bit choppy. It was kind of weird. The cuts were just really not very human-like, not really vibey. So, and Claude did a good job, right? Claude did a good job, but just forgot half of it. Didn't use half of it. But also there, you could say, well, Sharon, you weren't really, I just said everything you need is in that folder, but it just ignored the text. Well, I mean, who am I going to blame now? Who? Why is that folder empty? Oh, because it's the wrong one. So let's have a look. Where is that folder? AI News. I mean, it should be able. Well, I should have maybe made it a MD file. Well, I don't know. I don't know. Whatever. I have absolutely no idea. Let's see. It's in the folder, the text file. Text MD file. Okay, so I would say it kind of failed. This video is not good. It's really not good. It's not good. You can't use it. So let's see if it can fix it without eating up all my credits. No one really knows how much you get out of 20, but I'm testing it now. So, yes, let's do it. Let's do it. Yeah, sorry, Droid, you messed up. You messed up. And that just tells us better at prompting. And you understand then the quirks of that particular model. Every model is a little bit different. because they usually always mess up with the same thing over and over again. So just have to be a little bit more clear on your prompting, and then should be good to go. Then it'll definitely be better. But here we use the MCP. So now you learned how to set up an MCP server and run it locally. There you go. There you have it. And Claude could not access the MCP. Oh, I can't find it. You see, it seems to be blind. I think we need to give Claude some glasses, huh? See, that's a quirk. It can't find stuff. Claude, are you getting old, or why are you not finding things? Right? Whereas Droid found the MCP without a problem, used it, did not do any SDK. Claude found a workaround though and said, hey, you know what? We don't even need the MCP. Why don't we just, install the SDK, the 11 Labs SDK? System, what does SDK mean? System is just the components, the alignment, the whatever. Let me see. Stop growling at me, Pablo. Stop it. Software development kit. Oh my gosh, that's embarrassing. I should have known that. Okay, advanced animations included. The video is now pure. Okay. Let's see how it did that. Motion Claude. Did it edit this one? No. It's still. Why are you? Let me see. Oh, now we don't have any. Yeah. Okay, so, to be honest, both are kind of unusable. So now you can imagine how long it would take you. Oh, imagine no human intervention. Just imagine that for a second. And then something goes wrong. Are you just going to have one human in your office to take care of all topics, of all types of data, of all departments? Yeah, that's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. So both failed, basically. Both failed. The one I did yesterday it was all right. My editing capabilities are just more advanced. Yeah. I can show you. Well, did you guys not already see the one from yesterday? Let me show you. This was the one from yesterday. Definitely better. But no, I didn't use voice for this one. Right, but it was quite lazy. It just like, oh, well, let's do a, what do you call it? Push transition, slide transition. Let's just do that. Okay, nothing wrong with that. I didn't tell it to do something advanced, but yeah. I am kind of happy that I can, $20. I'm still using it. So I think I used it for an hour or so. So your $20 are definitely, you can do a thing or two with those $20. I'm going to see how much I can keep up doing until I'm, timed out. Well, there you have it. There you guys have it. Dog, what are your thoughts? Yeah, I know it's not a good video. Not a good video. Okay. Oh, Pablo, chill. Danger, no AGI. Oh my gosh, this light is awful. I look like a ghost. A ghost. Hi, Aura. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, we're just having fun over here. We wanted to test the AIs and these new, oh, I'm sorry, dude, new capabilities. They're not actually new. Um, but yeah, they're not really new. Like I said, always a thing, but no one has really used it. And you saw that I can do the same with Droid. Right? So making a video, I wouldn't use it. I have to be honest. I just wouldn't use it. I wouldn't use it. Hello. Hi. I definitely wouldn't use it. It's nothing for me. I would still focus on doing editing the old way or making a video the old way. I don't see it yet. But we I built a tool with Remotion and with Ross, a shorts maker. And that's a little bit different because then you can tune it and it always repeats that style over and over again. So it's more stable, I find. It's a little bit more stable um, than having Claude do it because even if so let's say you would give it, a little bit more instructions and tell it exactly how you want it done. It could still happen to you since it's an AI and the LLM, that it just does it differently one day. Even though you told it to always do it that way, it could still happen, you know, that it doesn't do it that way. Whereas if you hard code those things, mistakes can't really happen, but you also won't get variation. So you always just have to keep in mind, what are you building? What is it supposed to do? And all that other fun stuff. That's super important to understand. There's not only one way. And with some tools, you want a little bit more deterministic outcomes. You want to know what will come out, right? Because you don't have money to waste and you don't have time to waste either. But if you're very experimental and you want to play around and you want to learn what can these AIs do and push their limits, then you're definitely going to be playing around with this because you want to see how far can I go. On the other hand, is it even needed? Or are you just, wasting your time too? Because I don't know how far we can go. Of course, we can make our skill sheet better and then make our prompts better, and then it'll come out a little bit better. But that's all you can do, and the rest is just, you leave it up to the AI and hope that it just does it. Cross your fingers. So yeah, that's all I got for you guys today. So what we did, MCP, right? We grabbed the 11 Labs MCP. We added voiceover, and Claude just doesn't care, right? Claude is like, yeah, you told me 2 times now, but I'm still not going to do it. So, and so unusable too. So both of them failed. Both of them. Yeah, but I love these tests. It's always good to test and play around and see, where these, I tell you, this light is just too bright. And to see where we are. How capable are these AI systems really? Um, yeah, it's fascinating to me that everybody thinks that they're going to have to give up their office job now just because Claude Cowork is here. First of all, there are so many tasks with office jobs. Right, Pablo? I mean, this dude is he's okay. He's like, I don't have a job. I never had one and I never want one. So I'm good. As long as you give me my food, I'm okay. But if mommy can't afford food anymore, then we have a problem, right? We'll just find a rat and eat that. You guys have a beautiful rest of your evening. I want to thank you guys for tuning in. I really appreciate you all. I'm not sure if I ever received that many comments as I did today. I want to thank you all. I appreciate you all. That's so cool. Thank you. Which IDE is it? So one IDE is VS Code. And then this here terminal thingy called Hyper IS. .is. And I speak about it in my YouTube video. So how to set it up. If you want to do that too, you can watch this 5-minute thing, 4 minutes and 39 seconds, and get insight into that. I'm not going to put it on screen now. But if you guys want to know, just you can DM me and I'll send it over and then you can set it up. Okay, thank you all for tuning in. Have a beautiful rest of your day. Peace.